Calisthenics can be very confusing at times due to the ambiguity of different skills and ways to do it. This workout routine will help you establish the basic foundational exercises so that you can obtain those beginner to intermediate level skills like the L-sit, the V-sit, or the handstand push-up. So to start off any calisthenic routine, you need to perform a warm-up to get the muscles and joints prepared for each exercise. So for the first exercise is going to be the shoulder dislocation drill. You want to grab a fitness band or a thin pole, extend your arms outward in a pronated grip, and bring your arms toward the back of your body. Perform 15 repetitions of this. The next is palm pulses. This exercise just helps strengthen the forearms. You're going to want to get on your knees, keep your hands pronated on the ground, extend your palms upwards, and do about 10 to 15 of these palm pulses. Wrist rolls helps open up the wrist to decrease chance of injury. Clasp your hands together and just roll your wrist for about 30 seconds. Perform 10 to 15 full body squats to help to open up the hips. For the false leg stretch, get into a lumbar flexion and let your hands fall to your toes. Bend your legs back and forth to stretch out your hamstrings and do about 10 to 20 repetitions. Improving ankle dorsal flexion allows for a better squat. Take your foot and put it into thumbs width against the wall and slowly extend your knees toward the wall until you feel a stretch. Stretch each leg for at least 10 seconds. Hang on a bar and depress and retract your scapula. It helps warm up the scapula and rotate the cuff for pulling movements. Do about 10 repetitions. For pushing movements, you're going to want to get into your push-up position and retract and protract the scapula. Tuck your elbows inwards in order to stimulate this race and tear more. Helps prepare the scapula and rotator cuff. Do 10 repetitions as well. After stretching, you're going to need to warm up the muscles. A good way to get the heart pumping is to jump rope for about 5 minutes. Jumping rope is a good full body exercise that will deliver oxygen to each muscle group. Because this is a full body routine, you need to implement exercises that work with each muscle group. I suggest performing the main workout at a lower intensity, doing either half or all the exercises for one set. You're going to want to do 10 pull-ups, 15 push-ups, 12 rows, 8 dips, 10 tuck V-sit swings, and one set of 45-second jump squats. The next thing you want to do is skill work. Skill work should always be done before a session or another day from the main workout. This is because you're freshest at the beginning of a workout rather than the end of it. It allows you to perform movements such as handstand in peak condition. The skills a beginner should train for is the L-sit, V-sit, handstand, and pistol squat. Implementing exercise before the main workout to focus on these skills is advised. So for the main workout, you're going to first want to start doing pull-ups, eccentric pull-ups, bending pull-ups, depending on your fitness level, for 3 sets of 10 repetitions because they help work the back muscles and a vertical plane of field. The next exercise is push-ups. Perform 3 sets of 15 repetitions of push-ups to hit the chest, shoulder, and tricep area. Then there's rows. Do 3 sets of rows for 10 repetitions, helps at the back and the horizontal plane of field. After rows is going to be dips. Perform 3 sets of 10 repetitions of dips, hits predominantly the lower parts of the chest and tricep in the vertical plane of field. Doing 3 sets of 10 tuck V-sit swings hit the upper body muscles in a different way. This is so that you hit the posterior delt of your shoulder, making this a more of a balanced routine. Now we're going to get into the lower body exercises of this routine. The first one is doing jump squats for 3 sets of 45 seconds. Just go into a full body squat and explode upwards. Next is Nordic curls. Do 3 sets of 8. When performing Nordic curls, slowly descend during the eccentric, and once you hit the bottom portion, push your body just enough so that your legs can pull yourself up. This allows you to get the most gains out of the exercise as possible. So for the last exercise, it's going to be calf raises. When performing small muscle groups, they're composed of mostly small twitch muscle fibers, meaning that you need to perform high repetitions in order to progress with them. You'll first perform 20 regular calf raises and then tilt your heels outward to hit the gastrocnemius medial head for 10 repetitions. Tilt your heels inward to hit the lateral head of the gastrocnemius for the same number of repetitions. The number of repetitions that you perform in each exercise will depend on your fitness level. So if you have to change the numbers just a bit, that's okay. The Garuda Falls to perform maximum repetitions -1 for at least 3 sets. This is so that you can consistently perform the same amount of repetitions for an exercise for every set. During the pull movements of this routine, make sure to depress and retract the scapula. During the push movements, depress and protract the scapula. Make sure that the elbows are fully extended before starting each rep of the upper body exercises to get the most bang out of your buck. should always focus on compound exercises before working on isolation exercises. This is because performing isolation exercises before compound ones can cause you to fatigue faster during an exercise, leading to fewer repetitions. For example, if you were to do some tricep extensions to work the triceps before you went to dips to failure, the amount of dips you can go to failure after performing tricep extensions is less due to working the triceps. That leaves the other muscle groups involved in the movement, such as the chest, with more gas intake than the triceps, leading to less gains. The amount of rest you need between sets is 3 to 5 minutes, and the amount of rest you need between exercises is 30 to 60 seconds. This is so that you have plenty of energy to perform exercises but still have enough intensity to cause adaptations to occur. You should perform this workout anywhere between 3 to 4 times a week to see the best results. Leave a 24-hour to 48-hour rest time in between workouts to reduce the amount of fitness fatigue as possible. After your workout is when you should focus on the main portion of your stretching routine. This is so that you'll have better mobility for the skill exercises such as the V-sit. When starting at calisthenics, you want to have a balanced routine such as this one that hits every muscle group. Focus on beginner skills and work your way up. I cannot stress enough that having a proper scapula form of the push and pull movements is crucial when wanting to develop a stronger body. And above all else, be consistent. Consistently performing this workout will eventually lead to you seeing gains and progressing to the intermediate stage of your training. And remember, whatever you do, don't hurt your gains.